What's the worst response to "Do you know why I'm pulling you over?" Because of the stolen vehicle, dead bodies in the trunk, the drugs in the seating, and the bank I just robbed reported after I shot 6 hostages and the bank owner? Because you wanted to give me a cavity search? I'm down. Put on the glove. Because you saw the sex tape of me and your girlfriend? Because your mom was so fat, you need backup? Because you're avoiding the active shooter at the elementary school pretending you are busy? I know, I know, I know! Here are a couple of $100 bills. Just pretend I wasn't here. The last one is bribery, by the way. My parents taught me to be very respectful of police if pulled over. Took a debate class in high school. I remember a lawyer talking to us about being in court. He told a story about getting pulled over. He essentially said, "I know the law, I know the law." Yet it occurred to me, that the officer standing next to me has a large stick, a gun in an elevated firing position. I can argue here on the side of the road, lose. Maybe get beaten or shot. Or I can shut up. Go to court and argue there. I'm gonna shut up now. Did the head roll out of the bed? Crazy story though, this actually happened when a guy in my town killed and beheaded his wife. He threw her head in the bed of his truck and proceeded to get into a car accident. That killed the passengers in the other car, but the police couldn't figure out where the extra head came from until they went to the guy's house and found the body. There have been multiple killers who think when they get pulled over in a traffic stop, they are being stopped because of the murders they have done and not a broken taillight or speeding. So something along the lines of "How does it feel to be the officer who caught the insert area here killer?" might do it. My brother, a state trooper, pulled over a guy doing over 90 miles per hour. My brother said, "Buddy, I've been waiting here for you all day. X200B. The driver looked at him and said, "Well, I got here as fast as I could." And my brother could not stop laughing. He gave him a warning. "Because I fucked your mom?" The best response I've found is to give the true answer and say, "Man, I really fucked up. I usually don't do that and I realized I fucked up as soon as I did it." That statement has gotten me out of 3 different tickets over the years. Because it's the end of the month, and you're trying to meet your quota. My ex. It felt good hearing she got a ticket, because she had gotten out of so many before with smiles and tears. Which she knew wouldn't work this time since she got pulled over by a female. Depends on how long you are following me. Here it goes. Around a stop sign. I almost cheat a Chevy. It sped some more. I failed to yield at a crosswalk. I changed lanes at an intersection. I changed lanes without signaling while running red light and speeding. Because it's the end of the month and you're short of the ticket quota that your department claims doesn't exist? But he actually said this to a deputy. Barney Fife was so flustered and pissed off, he just told him to go. "I thought we were going to jail." "Well, mister, I would say it's most likely because your boyfriend didn't bend you over and nail your butt next to the door as you were leaving for work this morning and there are no school shootings for you to go lounge around safely outside of right now." The dead body in the trunk? Then after they rip you out of the car at gunpoint and search your car with 10 other squad cars and the chief says the officer said you had a dead body in the trunk. Then you say, "I bet he said I was speeding too." Am I being detained? 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 I'm not driving. I'm traveling. Who is the insured party? Is this an emergency? Do you have a writ from the local sheriff? Am I conducting commerce? This is a private conveyance. My name is my private property. Do you and I have a contract? I sped. I followed too closely. I ran a stop sign. I almost hit a Chevy. I sped some more. I failed to yield at a crosswalk. I changed lanes at the intersection. I changed lanes without signaling while running a red light and speeding. Anything that would come across as an admission of guilt. They ask this question for a reason. Cops where I live tend not to ask this question, but if they ever did I'd probably say, "If you don't know I'm not going to tell you." I was driving like a asshat and got pulled over. I didn't want to admit guilt but didn't have a good response in mind. So, my response was, "No officer, why don't you tell me?" Let's just say my car got towed because I was speeding with tail lights out, windows tinted too dark, and thought I could get away from you when I saw you by running the red light and trying to find a place to hide so you couldn't find me. Do cops actually ask, "Do you know why I pulled you over?" It's never been my experience. All of my interactions were, "My name is Officer, of the Anytown PD. The reason why I pulled you over is, I did once respond to a cop with, "Well, if you don't remember, then I'm not telling you." But luckily I'm a white guy and I keep a stethoscope inside in my car, so he laughed and told me to slow down. Do I get anything if I guess correctly? Like, why even ask such a pointless question? They teach you that at your university? Just kidding, OFC officer, I know you didn't go to university. No idea, but let me tell you, officer, that with those donut man boobs you are definitely not my type. Thumbs up, dot. Obviously works best from a guy driver to a chubby butt policeman, dot dot dot. Are you aware your cruiser has a headlight out? He gave me a ticket. I was pulling on my seatbelt as I left a parking lot at dusk. His cruiser did in fact have a headlight out. Being an abrasive asshole. I'd cry, but people seem to think that will save them time and or get them out of a ticket. If you know what you did, just tone up to it. It's not hard. My favorite is from Drew Carey. Intentionally run stop sign as a torrential downpour. Cop, do you know why I pulled you over? Drew: yeah, you know why I ran the sign? Because I let you. I said to one, you better not be pulling me over for speeding. That Firebird was going way faster than me. No thought process at all, just blurted it out, actually giving reasons, because usually you can deny it. Never tell a cop what you think you did, because if they didn't pull you over for it, they'll add it to your ticket. Jay-Z said it best. "'Cause I'm young and I'm black and my hat's real low, do I look like a mind reader, sir? I don't know. Am I under arrest or should I guess some more? Jesus Christ, you cops are all the same. Randomly pulling people over to see if they have any donuts, like you're a goddamn Scooby-Doo looking for those fucking snacks because you were bullied in high school and you never got over it. Also remind them that you pay their salaries and they're a public servant. They love that shit." No, but I bet you're going to tell me. I've used this one more than once, but it might not have gone over as well if I weren't a middle-aged white guy. The only correct answer is no, officer, I have no idea. Anything you say can be used against you isn't just a Law and Order script, they mean it. Severe penis envy? My dad actually used this line once when pulled over. In his defense, my dad was also this cop's wife's side piece, so, probably 'cause I'm young and I'm black and my hat's real low. Do I look like a mind reader, sir? I don't know. Am I under arrest or should I guess some more? You saw me drinking a beer and one too. I'm willing to share, but I've almost finished this case, so you need to get the next round to get in your quota of driver beatings. Do your worst, pig. I figure that will at least triple your time on the side of the road. I know why you should be pulling me over, but you are going to tell me it's 'cause I am black, and while they're as white as can be. Literally anything other than "why did you pull me over?" It's a fishing expedition. Anything you say will be used against you. Because you didn't get laid last night? Because you're too lazy to go catch criminals? Because your self-image needed a boost? Why, don't you know? Are you bored and looking for entertainment, or just trying to hit your metrics for the month? Sarah Silverman said it best also, with the actor. Did not age well. You ain't taking me back to the psych ward. I heard of a school shooting near here. And where are you now? After he tells you you're free to go, just say, "Thank God, I thought you were going to ask to look in the trunk." Has it got something to do with the dead body in the trunk or the giant package of cocaine in the back seat? Is it because of the 50 parrots I have in the trunk? Cop laughs. Laugh. 50 parrots in trunk laugh. Because I've been trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty and you've been avoiding my calls? I think so, but I didn't do the thing. Getting pulled over baked both the homies was always a disaster. Honestly, officer, I didn't know you were back there. I was stopping to take a piss and get another beer. You wanted a new toaster this month? Cops really hate it when you bring up that they have stop quotas. I swear I have nothing to do with the killing spree orgy party last night. It was all my dealer's idea. According to my mom, it was when my little brother yelled, "Are you giving my mommy another ticket?" I'm not sure. Is it the vodka I'm drinking, the heroin in the back seat, or the body in the trunk? Your shift is ending and your boss has been on your A for falling behind on your ticket quotas. 'Cause I'm young and I'm black and my hat's real low. Do I look like mind reader, sir? I don't know. Anything other than no, officer. They ask you that for an opportunity at a quick confession. I've been sent from the future and I lured you over to warn you. Of the doom. Sips caps. Sorry, yeah, I took too many D's earlier. Took too many D's? What are D's? D's nuts. You didn't drive away. No, I pulled you over. I am not the driver that you're looking for. If alone in the car, my wife just entered labor and I'm trying to get her to the hospital. Admiring what you did wrong. That is why police ask you. To get you to incriminate yourself isn't because I something other than the actual reason the police officer pulled you over. I told him I honestly didn't know, but I guess I didn't full stop at a sign. He let me go. Look around shiftily. You a cop? Man in obvious police uniform stares bemusedly. There weren't any school shootings you could chill at while doing nothing to stop it because I'm higher than God, and I'm under arrest for all those people I just ran over. Isn't because you were a terrible student and this is the only job you qualified for. Bumps head sadly on steering wheel while hitting remote release on trunk. Hooker, cause I have 3 grams of cocaine in my passenger seat and did a line at that stoplight. Well, my ex left me for a cop state trooper. I'm worried you are bringing her back. Well, look at Officer Alzheimer here. Can't even remember why he pulled me over. You tell me, you pulled me over. Nope, but I bet your ass is about to tell me. You can read minds, and you heard what I thought when I saw a fucking pig? One time I said probably cause I was going 85 and he said okay, have a nice day. Something incriminating, which could be anything. So don't answer the question. Because I've been trying to reach you about your cruiser's extended warranty. No, everything is hidden and there is no way you saw anything in the trunk. Your wife won't fuck you and you're unsure if the kids are actually yours. The foot of the dead body hanging out of the trunk, flapping in the wind. Self-discipline is hard, but it should be something all cops are good at. You have detected the dead bodies that are filled with coke in my trunk, littering in the reefer, because you heard your mother scream, "Don't stop! Don't stop!" Because you survived not only being swallowed but also a rectal birth. Because you think I'm cute and you want to ravage me. Yes you may. Because it's easier to pull me over than it is to catch a burglar. Do you know why I pulled you over? I know you are, but what am I?